Hola mi gente and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be setting up this pages of my journal for the month of October in my currently journal. Let's begin. My currently journal is the journal that I use to capture all the things that I'm watching, reading, and listening to. To set up my pages, I begin with choosing a color palette. And for this month, I am choosing the colors black, this grayish color that is kind of more like a blue, and purple. I am also using Studio Calico stamp for the month of October. Before I set up my pages, I want to show you how my pages look. And this is the look after the pen. Today, we're just going to set up the very simple, very basic design that is going to help me to give a framework for my journaling. And stay tuned and be on the lookout for my journaling so you can see how I put the pages together after the pen. Okay, let's begin. I'm going to be stamping in my new Archer and Olive notebook, and I know that usually the pages on my left, because it's a new notebook, is going to be not flat on the table, and I need a flat surface for my stamp to have a good grip. So I usually use the quilted crafter's cutter mat that you saw, the green one. I got that from the dollar store, but it wasn't gonna be helpful to me, so I just use my cleaner for my stamps, that pad, and I just put it underneath so it could give me a good grip so I can just stamp my October stamp. Now that I have my stamp down, I'm going to set up the pages, and these first two pages in my currently journal are my calendar for my reading tracker. Now here you're going to notice that I made a mistake. I like to do little marks on my pages so I know the spacing of when I'm going either to stamp or to draw something, but I forgot that I had put those spaces to do something totally different, that it wasn't a square. But you know what? Don't worry. Little oopsies like this, I feel that happen often when you are creating, especially if you don't have a set design. I don't have a set design. So what I decided to do is use some of the stickers that I was planning to use in this spread. And to tell you the truth, I like this even better, because this sticker pack that I bought from Amazon, and by the way, I'm going to leave things linked down below, you will be able to see that it has kind of like the same color scheme that I was going for with the grays and the blacks, the dark colors and the light to dark purples, and I just love it. The only thing is that the spacing wasn't as I wanted it, but you know what? I made it work. After I have all those little circles down, I'm going to put the numbers for the month, and I'm going to be using this sticker book, and with the magic of editing, here you have how this calendar looks like. Now, the next thing I'm going to be doing is using my Crayola Super Tips. I'm going to put a border around my pages. The page on my left is going to be my reading tracker, and the page on the right is going to be for the covers of the books that I read for October. And I want to do such like a minimal design so I can leave space for when I put the covers. I am not a good drawer, like somebody that is an artist at drawing, but I like to do little doodles that I know is going to bring my page to life, and it's just gonna give it something special that is just mine. So you'll see me that I do often this little plant doodle. It's just easy, it's very forgiving just because it's a doodle. So if you are looking to do and try something new, I encourage you just to go for it. These are your pages and you can do whatever you want. Okay, so now that I have my doodle, I do what I always love to do, which is just put little dots with the corner, with little dots with the tip of my markers, just to give it a little something and bring the different colors. Now we're going to move on to the next 2 pages. The next 2 pages are for what I was watching in October. Again, I am going to do the border, and then for this one I want to leave as much as I can a blank space, because later on when I'm ready to start journaling, I'm going to print the covers of either the blogs that I was watching, or the movies, or the documentaries. So I want to make sure that I have enough space for my journaling and to add the pictures and all that for what I was watching. Here you see me adding more of those circles that I put in the other pages. This is how I keep all my pages looking together, looking like is this cohesive look that I'm looking for. I want to open my pages and notice that these pages belong to X month. After I'm done doing that, just to put the stamp of the month in these pages, normally I would put watching or listening to the pages. I will write it down, but I noticed when I was doing the one for for September, and I'm gonna leave it linked here as well, I noticed that I was running out of space, so I don't want to kind of like box myself into something. So I'm just going to put something simple, and I'm just going to stamp for October, and then when I'm ready to put the pictures and journal, then I'll add if it's for watching or listening. Let's go to the final 2 pages. Now for the final 2 pages, this is the 2 pages that I set up for those things that I was listening to, whether it was a podcast or music. I love to listen to music, so I love to document all that. So again, I'm going over with the border, and I'll try to alternate the colors of the border. For example, in the first one it was more of the purple border, the second one was the black border, and then the last one was the gray border, but I incorporated also the other colors so it can bring everything together. Once again, you see my little doodle here, and like I said, it's very forgiving and you can do whatever you want, because at the end of the day it's your pages. These washi strips I love. I also got them from Amazon, and they come in different colors. It's a very easy way to just bring a different color to your pages. Once I have that done for the spreads for my what was currently listening or currently watching, I like to add a little notepad or a little post-it, and in that post-it, when I'm ready to journal, what I do is I put down a list of either the artists that I was listening, or the music, or the apps that I listen to, or podcasts. So bringing that little embellishment, that is another little notepad or little post-it, I feel that it just brings another item into the page and it makes it look good. I love it. I love the look, and I try to use it as much as I can. Once I have all of that, it's time for the stamping. I love to stamp things in my journal, and I'm using this from stamp from Studio Calico. I love Studio Calico, and I love their stamp. Their quality is one of the best, and I love this stamp about playlists, and it has different things for you to use for music or for podcasts. So I'm going to be using the stamp that says on the playlist, and I'm going to put it down. And then I'm going to use some of the little stamps just to embellish my page. I try to put these embellishments just in a few little spots. The thing is that I have not journaled yet, so I try not to go overboard with my stamping. I could go overboard because I love stamping so much, so I have to refrain myself. And you'll see here that I'm trying just to look around and put this little music note, and I decided to put it there because I already used the ink. Now that I put the stamps that I wanted to do, I'm gonna go back with the color markers that I chose with the colors and just put around my doodle some dots. I say it time and time again, I love adding dots to my spreads just because I feel it adds a little bit more of an oomph, something that is mine, that when I look at it, I know this is my style. Looking at the page, I noticed that it was missing something, so I went ahead and added another stamp because, like I told you, I love stamping and I'm gonna go stamp crazy. So this stamp has a little circle that says now playing. So this is what I have, and I really like the way everything came together. I noticed that when I did my stamping for this one, I stamped it in one of the little circles and it came off the ink a little bit, and I tried just to grab it. I don't care because, you know, at the end when I start journaling, it's going to I will be able to cover it if it transfer. But this is what I was able to put together for you today, is my pages for my currently journal for the month of October. I love doing this. I hope you have found some inspirations, and if you did, give us thumbs up, follow me, and stick around because pretty soon I'm gonna be uploading the journaling for these pages and you don't want to miss it. Thank you so much. See you in the next one. Bye.